Mamas, I got something to tell you. You gotta hear it. You ready? You don't have to be overwhelmed. I know, it's crazy, right? Like, there's so many things going on in our lives: cooking, cleaning, taking care of our families, getting things in order, decorating the house, all of the stuff. As a wife, mom, homemaker, it's a lot. But you don't have to be overwhelmed. Let me share with you some of the things that I do that helps me from being so overwhelmed that I can't think straight. You ready? But first, you thought I was gonna say coffee. Nope, we're having tea. Let's get it. Oh, that's good. That is really good, really hot. I'll let this cool down some. What if I tell you that a lot of times that you're overwhelmed, you're the one that's overwhelming yourself? I know, let me give you a quick example, and then you'll probably see what I mean by all of this. Okay, so you know how you eat a meal and you just keep eating because it's really good and it's just your taste buds are just dancing in your mouth with all the flavor and juiciness of the steak, creaminess of the potatoes, and heartiness of the broccoli. No, I can just taste it. And you just eat and eat and eat, and then you realize that you're full. But not only are you full, you're overly full, you're stuffed, you overate. It's the same thing with overwhelm. We put so much on our plates because sometimes we get into the groove of doing things and we're cleaning so much and we're just getting into the groove of it and we're enjoying it. And then we think we have enough time to do other things, and so we put that on our plate. And next thing you know, we're putting this on our plate. And then we're realizing, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed, I can't get to everything. That's what I mean. We oftentimes put the overwhelm on ourselves. Now, not everything can be avoided as far as like situations that overwhelms us, unexpected emergencies that can overwhelm us. We can't avoid everything. We can't control our environment sometimes and what's happening around us, but we can control our reaction to things. And we can try to minimize our to-do list. How many times have you said, man, I could have waited till tomorrow. Why did I agree to this? We do it all the time. So we say yes to things that we really should say no to. And we just keep adding things onto our plates and we just get overloaded. We've all been there. Let me back up. Maybe not every mom has been here. Maybe you're perfect. I'm not perfect. I've overloaded my schedule so many times, I've lost count. If you're that mom that constantly tells people yes and keeps putting things on your agenda for the day and not filtering out some things, then this message is definitely for you. Again, like I said, we can't control situations. We can only control how we interact and react to these situations. We only have 24 hours in a day, and if you have roles like mine, wife, mama, homemaker, that homeschools, you know, the bulk of our time is spent either sleeping or with family. Now, depending on the size of your family, you may spend more time in the kids or with the husband or on your house, whatever the case may be. We all have the same amount of time. I have 3 children, so a lot of my time gets spent with them, thinking of them, doing things for them, teaching them, caring for them. You get the point. So I'll share with you what I have done most recently to help me manage my time a lot better. So I cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner if we don't have anything for leftovers. Clean a room or 2 in my house, take care of my husband throughout the day, make sure to spend some time with the children, take care of the baby, more cleaning, available to talk to other family members and friends, work on YouTube. Now, of course, all of my days don't look exactly like this, but you get the picture of what I do on a daily basis. Can it be overwhelming? Yes. Can I avoid the overwhelm? Yes. And here's how. I have a teacher planner from Erin Condren, and I use that as my life planner. I like it because I can break up my life into different sections, which is great because I get to see what I need to do for each area of my life. However, it is easy for me to overload my day, so I have to be mindful of how much I'm putting in each category. You see here, this week I realized that I overloaded my schedule. I put way too much stuff on it in each category. The different color highlights tells you which day things got done. But once I realized my plan was just unrealistic, I switched things up a little bit. So now what I do is I write down only the little things in each area of my life. And these tasks are generally what I would love to get done. I make sure not to fill each boxes, and I try to do my best to check off each things that I've written down. And if there's more time, then I will write things into space. Or if I have something that is time intensive to do in a certain category, then I make sure everything else has less to-dos, or those to-dos need to be really easy. If there's time to do more, then I will write it in as I go, or sometimes I just opt to just take a break because rest is productive too. So did you get what I did there? So I planned out my week and then I refined it so I'm able to do less and still feel productive. But even that is not always enough. Planning and simplifying your plan is awesome, but sometimes there's so much to do that needs to get done within a certain time frame that I can't do it by myself. That's why this next tip is essential for me. So what does happen when you absolutely need to get things done and you are only one person? You can't do it all by yourself. You get someone else to do it. Aren't you the mom and the wife and the homemaker? Yeah, but I'm also human and my capacity picture is limited. I am not the only one that contributes to the mess of the house, so I am not the only one that contributes to the cleaning of the house and the maintaining of the house. We all contribute, so we all contribute. It's fair, mostly. Now, just because tending to the home is my main responsibility, and I'm perfectly fine with doing the majority of the work, but it doesn't mean that I can't have help. Have we met before? No? Well, I'm Celeste from the blog theroaringmama.com. My goal is to help you roar through life as a wife, mama, and homemaker. And throughout my 13 years of experience, I think I've learned a thing or two. So grab your favorite drink and continue our conversation, because I'm starting to look at this a little bit differently. You see, my home is the workplace, and my kids and husband, they're my coworkers. So I look at it as if we're all working towards one project together, one goal, one project, one effort. And just because I'm in charge of the project doesn't mean all the work falls on me. So it's important that everyone pitches in. Now, I know my traditional homemakers are gonna have a fit, but this is what works for my household, and I'm okay with that. But you're a biblical traditional homemaker too, right? I surely am, but I'm also finite. Sometimes I do need help, and I don't feel any shame in asking for it. Not only is my husband able to help me, but the kids learn how to manage a home and be responsible themselves. So it's really a win-win. So to keep my sanity, I delegate some of my tasks to my family members. My 12-year-old does the kitchen, most times without me telling him to. Not only does he do the kitchen, but he helps me by taking care of the dog, cleans his room, and sometimes he helps with the bathroom. While my 6-year-old, she cleans her room, she cleans the living room, she's in charge of keeping the table clean and floors swept. And that's all I can ask for. And my husband, what does he do besides working at 9 to 5? Well, when he's hungry, he makes himself a plate if he sees I'm too busy to do it for him. He cleans the kitchen when my son hasn't gotten to it and I can't get to it. And from time to time, he cooks. I know, he cooks too. And yes, mamas, it does taste good. And lots of times when there's not food prepared and nobody's in the mood to cook, we do order out. He's very gracious with that. He understands that I don't have a complete day of just rest. And so he tries his best to give me a break by taking care of the responsibilities that I would normally take care of. So just because he works at 9 to 5, that doesn't mean he doesn't contribute to the managing and the upkeep of the home, because he does. Mama, listen, my husband is the king of this castle, the man of the house, the breadwinner, and I do submit to him as he submits to God. But he also can help take care of the house. That was a lot, but I hope that you see that you don't have to be overwhelmed. You can avoid most of it, because being overwhelmed sucks and it causes so many negative effects. But you can check out this video to see how you can handle that. And if you're on TV, go ahead and scan this QR code so you can get more information on how to deal with overwhelm and all of the links that help you on your journey. All right, before you go, I want to give you some encouragement from the Word of God. This is coming from Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. The word laden means heavy loaded. So when you're overloaded and you're just laden with work, the message is clear. You need rest, and God can give that to you. All right, so that's all for today. I hope that fed your soul and encouraged you to continue going and to schedule your day, put less on your plate, and evaluate your energy and time as you go. And for everything else, just delegate to your family if you can.